1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's time for celebrity theme song. Writing songs about celebrities. It's time for celebrity theme song.
Come along!
Writing songs about celebrities.
Celebrities. Hey!
Welcome aboard the celebrity theme song train.
All aboard!
All aboard who's coming aboard.
We're here. We're here. It's your old pal Lewberger. Once again, we're here to learn about a celebrity and write a theme song for them. You know, a song that they could enter a wrestling ring or at least a cool party to. Or maybe when it's their turn to bat in the game of baseball.
Or
right.
occasionally, if we have some critical feedback to give them, we'll throw that in the song too.
Why not?
That's possible. But
And guys, we have an awesome guest today. This lady.
She is the reason Alex does musical comedy.
That is true.
she is the reason Alex Lewis is funny.
That is also possibly true. No, I mean
Partially.
Alex credits her with a lot of his musical comedy upbringing.
It's true. I took classes from it's Eliza Skinner.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
Me, Eliza Skinner.
And she taught these amazing musical improv classes at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater years ago, and I took way too many of them.
You did. You kept coming back for more.
I did.
Yeah. It was. Those were fun classes. They were emotionally taxing.
Yeah.
But I think good art is, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was good. I mean, just really solid, and it's very much because of you that I got into musical comedy to begin with. You helped me when I had a couple music videos. You shared them with people. I don't know if you remember that, but you did.
Yeah.
And it definitely if I hadn't made those videos, there's a good chance I would not have met these guys and then been doing what I'm doing now.
Well, my long-term plan has always been to encourage other younger people to become succccessful and then hire me. So
I mean, yeah, kind of.
that I don't have to do any kind of networking or anything. That's gross. So you just go get a network and then give me something to do.
Great. You got it.
That's true. I think that's a really good philosophy.
That's why I'm trying to encourage anyone who comes to our shows to learn all the piano parts for our songs so I don't have to play them, and then they can give me a leg up.
Yeah, you can have touring companies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just want to be a famous enough band where there's a super fan in the audience and you're like, you want to get up on stage and play my guitar for me? And then they do, and the crowd goes wild for them, but also you get to take a song off. I think that's what people don't realize. Like, oh, it's so cool. I got to do this. Yeah, and the other guy got to just dance around on stage and have a great time feeling cool because somebody knows his music well enough that they learned it.
And I am actually fascinated by the fact that most famous people, celebrities, so to speak, since we're here, don't seem to feel that way. I've worked for a lot of different shows. They're usually like comedy, variety, late night type of shows, and I'm always surprised. Some hosts are like, oh, there's a field piece. Can somebody else do it? And I'm like, that makes a lot more sense than the hosts that are like, I will do everything. Everything that needs to be lifted will be lifted by me. You're not funny. I'm funny. I'm like, geez, don't you want to take a day off? Don't you want to have a long lunch? Let everybody else do stuff.
Yeah.
Insecurity. Such a powerful tool to pretend like you think you're better than everyone.
It just seems exhausting.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes people are just worried.
Yeah.
That they feel like somehow they're the only people who can do it, and they just aren't willing to trust.
Yeah, somebody else goes out there and kills it in the field. I mean, what does that say
That's
for
true.
me?
They do.
That's
They
what
do
they're
worry
worried
about that
Yeah.
too.
They're worried about someone will get up, do my guitar solo, and then the crowd will be like, they're amazing, and they're younger and hotter.
That guy's a sham.
Yeah.
The guy we love sucks. Get this new guy.
Yeah.
Get this Axl Rose guy off the stage.
And I'm like, you fools. You can stamp that guy on his forehead and be like, property of you.
Right.
And then every interview that guy does, they'll be like, wow, you know what? The whole reason I do guitar solos is this guy. And then you're like, you still benefit from it.
You can even make money from them.
Yeah. I'm like,
That's how
be an
people have record
impresario.
labels. Yeah.
Eliza, this must be how you feel right now
That's
with
what
me.
I'm saying. I'm not kidding. That is my plan. Yeah. So Alex is property of me.
It's true.
Beautiful.
It's true. I have it tattooed on my feet.
Wow.
Like Andy.
Like
with
Toy
Toy Story.
Toys and Toy Story, of course. Of course.
Yes. Is it my handwriting?
Yeah. I
Oh,
snuck
okay.
in and had you do that somehow.
Cool. Super creepy. Great.
Eliza,
Yes.
Did you bring a celebrity in for us to discuss?
Yeah, she's outside.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
That would be a real fun twist.
It's just the way you worded that. It sounded like. Yeah, I did. I brought Isabella Rossellini.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know who that is.
Me either.
Oh, you kiddos. Wowee. Well, I am very fascinated with especially like movies of the 70s and 80s and even earlier ones than that. Her mother. So she's Hollywood royalty. So here's the thing. I'll go back. First of all, as far as like favorite, like the prompt was, who's a favorite celebrity?
Sure, yeah.
And I feel like celebrities really are fables. Like, unless they're your friend, they are an image and a story that like resonates with you and you've decided is true about them.
Yes.
Maybe it's one that they've told you is true about them.
Right.
Maybe it's one you just kind of decided.
Yep.
And so Isabella Rossellini is one of my favorite fables.
Wow.
Okay.
Like, we don't really have religion that much anymore, like especially not universally in the country, you know?
Right.
So our religion is celebrities and Marvel.
Yes.
Those are our parables that we look at and we're like, ah, yes, 'tis bad to cheat on one's wife. For look at what hath happened to, I don't know.
Thor.
Yeah, exactly. And Ben Affleck. So anyway, I don't know if that was a great example.
I think
That
that's,
was a
I think
perfect
that's actually
example.
really
No,
a
this
good
is a
point.
picture of Isabel. I'm not just texting on my phone.
Oh, okay. So Isabella Rossellini's parents were Ingrid Bergman
Oh, wow.
and
Yes.
Roberto Rossellini.
Rossellini,
So she's
yeah.
Hollywood
Wow.
royalty,
Wow.
which a lot of celebrities are, and a lot of them try to hide that, especially now.
Sure.
And I love that she never tried to hide that she's just like, yeah, I am. Of course. That's that.
Oh, like people changing their names. Like, I don't want my dad to be the reason I got famous.
Yeah, or
Or they
even
don't they just don't say
downplay
it.
Right.
Yeah, like everybody, like, wow, this newcomer, Beanie Feldman. Wow. What? Where'd she come from? What? She came from Calabasas. What are you talking about?
my wife Becky's favorite thing is to be like, "Do you like that? Did you like that actor from?" It's like, "Yeah, she was really great." It's like, "And do you guess who she is?" She's like, "She's the daughter of these two famous people." How did she get the role? Like, it's like, yes, every single person you're seeing is like, "Wow, where'd this person come from?" They're typically children of famous people who are successful.
At the very least, they have an easier time driving to the auditions. They already know the
Right.
streets.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So Isabella Rossellini, though, didn't try to hide it. Leans into it. She started out as a model, and then she became an actress. But she's always been a weirdo. She's always been. And the story I've got in my head for her, I haven't talked to her about it, is that so much of her young life she was given all this privilege for being beautiful. And I think that she knew that. And then she learned it wasn't just because she was beautiful, it was because she was young. Because she was the face of, I think, Lancôme or some...
Lancôme is what I just saw off my quick Google search.
Yeah, so she was the face of Lancôme, and then at 40, they started trying to drop her. Took them 2 years to actually drop her as the face of Lancôme.
Wow.
Just because of her age, which, to be fair, that's pretty old to be the face of a makeup company in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So
Olivia Rodrigo just started being the face of some company, and she's
Like
19.
yeah.
yeah,
So that's
she was on my Disney show.
Oh.
I
love
broke
Olivia
her, is
Rodrigo.
what I'm saying.
wait.
So
On
she-
you worked on the High School Musical, the series, or something else?
No, I worked on Earth to Ned.
I love High School
Earth to
Musical,
Ned
the
is
musical
sick.
series as well.
It's yeah, it was
Never
super
watched that
cool.
one.
It's like a late night show with an alien that's a puppet.
Oh, I've heard of that. I remember seeing that. I was like, that looks interesting, and I never watched it, but it looked interesting. It
That's
looked
my
fun.
show.
It
We
looks
even had a
fun.
musical episode. You guys should watch it.
I
What?
have to watch it. That
Yeah.
sounds so fun.
Oh my god.
I wrote the music for it.
Oh my God!
I'm the head writer for the show.
Is Olivia Rodrigo? What did she do on it?
She was in that episode. We have
my God.
so the story of the musical episode is that their host decides he loves musicals, and so he wants to put on a musical, and his sidekick thinks that they're corny and a little showy. And so for his field piece, he goes off to learn more about music and writing songs and singing your feelings. And Olivia Rodrigo and one of her co-stars are who teach him that.
That is
Oh my
so
God,
sweet.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who better to learn from?
Right?
Yeah.
She tells him to write it down in a book, your feelings, and then make that a song.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So anyway, Lancome, right? So she's dropped from that because, and like her face hasn't changed. Not like she got slashed. She just got old, which means this beauty worth that you thought you had, you don't have that anymore, because you're old now. So it's weird. Like she was very privileged to begin with, but I feel like also even when she was just like a model and an actress, she kept thinking that she was being valued for being interesting. And I think she kept being revealed, you're valued for being young and beautiful. And as those things fall away, you're getting less and less opportunities and access to things that you want. But as they fell away, I think she started getting valued more and more for what she thought she was always being valued for.
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Fucking deep.
Wow.
Yeah, like she ended up going back to she was in affairs with or in a relationship with Martin Scorsese for years, and David Lynch. She's probably her most famous part is in Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet, yeah.
And both those guys are interesting, weird dudes.
Weird dudes.
And these interesting, weird Hollywood dudes pick interesting, weird ladies, and then they don't treat them right and don't know what to do with them. But they got good taste to begin with. A lot of times they pick interesting ones. And I think she was like, cool, I've got these art partners, and they're like, no, not anymore. And then she got older, and she tried to found her own makeup line that was like super inclusive. Didn't work. She went back to school. She got a PhD.
Wow.
Maybe,
What? I'll be able to find that.
in biology.
Wow.
And she started making these art films about the reproduction of animals. I'm sorry, this is just like me using a dissertation.
I'm sorry.
This is so much better for me.
So she made.
I don't have to scour Wikipedia for interesting
So
things.
these short films that she made, they're all over YouTube, and I love them. They're so weird. She dresses up like different animals and then replicates mostly the way that they have sex.
Wow.
And and honestly, before she started doing it, this is going to be a very gross narcissistic thing for me to say, but I had the same idea. So I'm very into it because I think it's so weird. 'Cause for me, I'm just interested in it aesthetically because animals generally don't have a lot of facial expressive-ness.
Yeah.
So they look so serious while they're doing a ridiculous thing. Like if you've ever seen any like animal reproduction videos, they're deadpan while they are like just railing each other. And in a lot of animals, it's with weird parts. Like octopuses there's one of their tentacles is the dick, and it kind of goes up what you'd think would be the octopus's nose. That's weird to just be like, well, hello.
Don't they throw their dicks at the other octopus too?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think it's detachable, is
Maybe
it not?
That's just one kind of.
Maybe I'm also wrong.
I don't know. I mean, the sea life, there's all kinds of weird stuff happening in the ocean. They're
animal
freaks
sex
down there.
really just grosses me out.
But
Animal
definitely
private parts.
non-fish water animals.
Ooh,
weird.
Alligator.
And they just are weird. Like a jellyfish. The fuck is that?
I mean, you guys have seen turtles doing it, right?
Yeah, they're hilarious.
It's so funny.
I haven't.
Oh, the turtles is the funny. I'm very shocked. You're the kind of person who would love watching turtles fuck.
Yeah.
Alex is the number one turtle fuck watcher of my life, I would expect.
They do it with shoes all the time. So if you're like, ooh, I don't want to watch them like have sex, you can just watch them jerk off with a clog. It's...
But you gotta also look up the big turtles having sex. The big turtles having sex, they make hilarious noises.
The little ones do too.
They got grandpa faces, yes. But the big ones just, the fact that you can watch a video of big turtles having sex.
Yeah, and they're just like, but they still have their little stupid turtle face.
Yeah.
So, okay,
and their necks are fully extended.
Yeah.
They're straining.
Now, Isabella
Hughie hates
Rossellini
animal
goes
sex.
about this.
I love this.
Isabella Rossellini goes in it in a way more like clinical scientific way. And then she's put on like, I saw her perform one of her shows live where she like has her dog come out and do a bunch of tricks with her and dress up like with different animals.
What kind of tricks?
Just like jump into her arms. No, she's not she's not a creep. She's just interested and weird. You know, I think like there's stuff out there in the world, and why would we not want to know as much stuff as we can? Yeah. I don't think that she's like jerking off to it. Although if she is, you know what?
Hey.
God love her.
Yeah, better that than
doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. If that's all she's doing, it's cool, I guess.
If you're jerking off to turtle fucking, that's your business.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
long as you don't fuck a turtle.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, this got a lot more about turtle fucking than I meant it to be.
I'm just 100 miles away right now. Just
I'm
in my
so
own
sorry.
cocoon
So we had a
form.
discussion a few, maybe several episodes back, where we realized that Hughie just hates imagining or even hearing things about cats, especially having sex.
Okay.
And now I've learned it's
the
more than just
genitalia.
cats.
It's just
with
animal
the prongs.
genitalia is just
Yeah,
so disgusting to
the
me.
weird.
I can't believe
Okay.
I can't believe this is the second time it's come up.
It's
on
just,
this
I'm sorry.
podcast.
and listen,
No,
I'm not
it's
asking
great.
us to not have the conversation. I'm just going to sit over here in a shell of myself while you three enjoy
You know what else
yourselves.
sits in a shell of itself
I'll
while it's fucking?
respect it, and I won't go further. It's just, for me, in the same way that it's interesting all the different patterns on a butterfly's
Yes.
wings.
Yes.
All the different ways animals
And I
fly.
would
That's
never want to deny
interesting.
that from you or from our listeners.
No, it is interesting,
and I
if
don't.
we can talk about it.
We can
He's
talk about it. I'm a
he'll
big boy.
be fine.
I'll just
Well,
in my head.
I'm not looking to traumatize anybody.
I'm
here.
just hearing this in my head. That's just what's going on in my head while you're all talking about turtle dicks.
Well, she also talks about our relationship with animals and how we communicate with them and what we expect from them, and that more accessible.
That is a little
animal
more accessible,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
You know what that kind of makes me think of is we actually did an episode of about David Lynch.
Oh, okay.
And he made a short film about
Assembling a chicken?
no.
Okay, he did that.
Oh my God!
Well, that's one
wow.
of his pieces also.
Assembling a chicken?
Yeah, it's basically just a way of labeling chicken from the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds very David Lynch. But this short was just it was a monkey, right? He had like a short about a monkey or something, and
Oh, yeah. I know about this.
it kind of when you started talking about the Isabella Rossellini like animal sex videos, it kind of made it like I was like, oh, they like dated, and then they also have this kind of similar interest, which is interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like even the roles that she picked as she was when she was transitioning from being a model to being an actor. Like, if you look at some of the other roles that models were taking and being offered, but taking at that time in the 80s, it was like, who was it? Christy Brinkley in the Vacation movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? It was
think
it was
that
basically
was Christy
playing models. It was
Right.
playing like hot ladies being like, "What's up? Do you want to come over here and be hot?" And some guy would be like, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!" And Isabella Rossellini was like gonna be weird and going to be like, emotionally just bizarre, or say something like. This is also old for you guys. There's a movie called Death Becomes Her.
Sure. I've never seen it, but I'm familiar.
It's about like the pursuit of youth and beauty.
Right.
And she is like a weird sort of goddess figure in that. But it's talking about like how corrupt and sick the obsession with remaining young forever is.
That's cool.
Wow.
When you think of Isabella Rossellini, what style, what genre, what do you, musically, what do you think?
Gosh, musically, I'm not sure.
Well, I have a suggestion only because you've been saying fable. And it feels it should live in a fairy tale or religious context, because I really
Yes.
think that your relation to celebrities being sort of our way of learning parables now is actually pretty true. It's like,
Oh, you think it's actually pretty true?
I think it's pretty true.
Wow.
I think that everyone looks at the Kardashians and be like, okay, well, don't do that.
Yes.
More
Yeah,
so than we're
exactly.
like, oh, well, so Job, like who? Like, this guy, all this bad shit happened to him. I was like, who are you talking about? It's like, okay, well, how about this modern person? It's just so much
Exactly.
easier, and they're on a global stage.
Yeah.
Everyone can see them.
Yeah.
When I say Kim Kardashian,
And-
everyone knows who I'm talking about.
And it also means that people can hate them very purely, rather
Yes.
than like if that person was sitting at the table with you, you wouldn't be like, "You're fucking awful, Kim Kardashian," but you might write that on the internet when
Yes.
they're just this like almost fictional idea.
They don't
to
seem
you.
real.
They don't actually
Yeah.
exist.
And
They
I
just
think,
exist
like
for
most
you.
people, when they meet celebrities, they're like, I don't know what to say because I never thought you were real. You are Captain America. You're not a person.
Right.
They do
You know.
like that, though.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. I started writing some things, and I'm working on the chorus, which it really is just the reveal, because the whole dressing up as animals having sex, I feel like.
Okay, see, I feel like we went so far with that, and I shouldn't have. I love it, but
I think it's great.
Listen, it is what it is.
This is your episode.
This is your
it's
episode.
true. She played a bird in Tuca and Birdie.
Is the right sound?
Very artsy bird.
Little.
I think it's a little too
Macintosh warm-uppy.
What if we said like Lord of the Rings-y? Does that get
well,
into
we love
fantasy
Lord of the
for
Rings.
you?
We love Lord of the
Eliza,
Rings here.
One
in
thing
this
you
house.
should know about Lewberger is when we go on tour, we watch Lord of the Rings, Two Towers to go to sleep every night.
Have you guys heard of a group called Tripod? Oh my gosh.
No.
They're this three dude musical comedy group.
Okay,
From,
like 'em already.
I think Australia.
Okay.
And I shared a venue with them at the Edinburgh Festival one year, and so I saw their show a lot. And it's like one of my favorite songs is one of their songs. You can find stuff by them on YouTube and check them out.
Okay.
'Cause it's like the show that I saw was about it was Tripod versus the Dragon, and it was a lot about like playing D&D and
Oh my God.
being in the world of D&D and then also like being the kind of person who plays D&D.
That's so crazy. Who are
Yeah.
these people? Whoa. What just
Just trying to find the right sound, on this little toy piano. Want to make sure it's the right. I'm trying to rock with this Lord of the Rings theme we have
Yeah,
going here.
no, I'm into
That was
it.
Tubular Bell, but wasn't really the right.
She's like an art witch.
Right.
Does that
Music
help?
box? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
E minor. A minor. E minor. And then let's go to D major. G. C. B. E minor.
I like this. It's
Yeah, I do
spooky.
too. That's really pretty.
Yeah, like a spooky journey.
A spooky fairy tale journey, yes,
Yeah.
through the mind of
Like the
Isabella
band Journey or just a
Rossellini.
journey?
A journey.
Ah.
Although I'm sure Journey has been on a journey. So
I would
I'm
hope
sure
so.
they did a lot of drugs. It's
Yeah, yeah.
Eliza, before we dive in, have you ever met Isabella Rossellini?
No, which is why she can be a pure fable for me.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay. Well, I have some lyrics. I've got to conform them into this melody,
okay.
which I like.
Okay.
It's really focusing on about how she is a fable, and this is the fable that we love of her, but then the reveal is that it's dressing up as animals having sex.
Hey, will you text me the chords?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember.
I have Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is her story. She is our favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able, but she thought it was because of how she thought. Youth began to fade, and beauty went away. Her thoughts began to stray and pave the way to who she was meant to be. Dressing up as animals, having sex. In development films, you've got to respect the way she replicates the intimacy of a turtle. Serious expression while expressingly fertile.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really got stuck on the animal fucking.
Okay.
It's just
A
too-
lot of animals do.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Cats.
Yes.
Are we going to like an upbeat thing?
I think it should be like
Dogs,
sort of
too.
mystically fairy tale,
Dogs
and then
get stuck?
it turns and
Sometimes
becomes
they can.
silly.
Okay.
I just might have to move some words around.
Okay.
I could add stuff.
Please.
Try it again.
Please.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is your story.
Isabella.
Yes. She is our favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able.
Isabella.
Let's get like just a 2-line bridge from that into the. I'm just writing what you've been singing, which I know is just Isabella,
just
but I'm putting it
Isabella.
in here so it's obvious.
I wasn't sure how much time I had, so I just kind of.
It was honestly the perfect amount to get us just around the bend of the song to the next thing. Okay, so
So from this, we want to go somewhere else?
I want to.
What if you played the first part again? Those first 2 chunks. So it's like we're going into something different. No, we're not. We're going back to the beginning.
Yes.
And then the next time we're going into something different, and then we actually do.
Great.
And that
Yes.
should fit what you have, right?
Yes, I think
Nice.
so.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just start from the beginning. Let's try it again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is her story.
Isabella.
She is her favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able.
Isabella.
Youth began. Actually, we could do a ramp up there because
Okay.
I forgot about an entire phrase that I had written. Because we have youth began to fade, her beauty went away, her thoughts began to stray, and paved the way to who she was
Yeah,
meant to
but
be.
I think won't
Yeah.
that fit in those two if we go back again into that?
Yes, it will. I just don't have a second phrase of that. So we
That's
did
why
two
we got
phrases.
Eliza Skinner improviser
yeah,
right
that's
here.
absolutely true. Okay, let's try one more
Let's
time. We'll
fucking
just do it.
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is her story.
Isabella.
She is our favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able.
Isabella.
Youth began to fade, and beauty went away. Her thoughts began to stray and pave the way for who she was meant to be.
She became Isabella.
Dressing up as animals, having sex. Independent films, you gotta respect the way she replicates the intimacy of a turtle. A serious expression while expressingly fertile.
Isabella. 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 Buzz, 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 buzz. Cock-a-doodle doo. Cock-a-doodle doo.
I'm writing everything you're saying. I'm making it. It's like, yes, those are lyrics.
Oh my God.
Sorry, yeah, I got a little lost in that chunk there.
No, that was
Oh,
great.
good.
I thought that was phenomenal.
Can I hear the chords of the second phrase?
Yes.
Because it's slightly different, right?
Are you talking about?
that B section?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
C, G. Back to C. B. And then that's it.
Okay, let me actually change one lyric because I think I just it was one too many for what the rhythm we were in. So we have the Isabella Rossellini, the Hollywood royalty, celebrity story, then fable, table, able, and then youth began to fade, beauty went away, thoughts began to stray, and paved the way for who she was meant to be. So I'm just going to take it to her beauty began to stray, and then we can have your improvised part where you're singing
Oh my
Isabella.
God, that was so funny with the chicken.
Oh, thank you.
It does feel like this song could,
You want some
some fun,
little things?
There's some fun little opportunities.
Do you know how to operate one of those?
But it's very,
Oh yeah.
very complicated.
Do people sometimes not know how to?
No, I just thought it would be funny if I asked.
Okay.
Just because it's so obvious and goofy sounding.
Okay, let me drop this into our text chat.
Swell.
Great song, everybody. It's really coming along.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love the buzz, 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 cockadoodle doo, cockadoodle doo. So yeah, it's those 4 lines. Then
I do like
Isabella
this.
Rossellini, 3 lines. Isabella Rossellini, 3 lines, and then I am having you are going to say Isabella began to change, dressing up as animals, having sex.
Okay. So that's
The ones that start with
there it is.
are
Isabella began
where
to
you've
change.
been singing
Yes.
Isabella, and the Isabella began to change. And I hope that me cutting that 4th
so
line
you'll
out
point to
makes
me
it.
and I'll do it.
Yes.
And I'll just draw that out a little bit.
Yes, and we might be able to truncate because last time there's a huge section of it.
Yeah.
By removing a line, it should allow us to pare it down because the extra line I added in made us go through a whole another 4 bars.
Sounds great.
So let's try it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is her story. She is our favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able.
Isabella.
Youth began to fade, and beauty went away. Her thoughts began to stray, and she became
Isabella.
So that's where that's why I was saying,
and she became through.
I think
I was like,
we have to truncate that
right
two
there.
into just one. So youth began to fade, beauty went away, her thoughts began to stray.
Isabella began to change.
Yes.
So we only do the first two E and A on that one?
Yeah, and then we'll just go right to B there.
Cool.
And I think I'm singing incorrectly on the fable lines to your chords, so I'm just going to try to listen much harder.
Okay.
And turn you guys up in my ears so I'm really hearing those chords loudly. Great.
I'm probably singing something different every time.
You're actually
you're
constantly correct in terms of what the chords are. I was just fucking up. Okay.
Try it again?
Yes, and let's start with a little intro because I think it's so spooky and pretty, and I think it's nice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini, Hollywood royalty, religion by celebrity, and this is her story. She is our favorite fable. Her beauty brought her to the table as much as she was able.
Isabella.
Her youth began to fade, and beauty went away. Her thoughts began to stray, and she became
Isabella began to change.
dressing up as animals, having sex. Independent films, you gotta respect the way she replicates the intimacy of a turtle. Serious expression while expressingly fertile.
Isabella, meow, 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 meow. Isabella, ooh. Isabella, buzz, 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 cock-a-doodle-doo. Child of fame, you know her name. She's the one who'll always remain. She goes through life making changes aplenty. And you know that she has sent me here to tell you all about it in this bad, bad rap. Yeah, you all need to know this crap about Isabella Rossellini. She's your favorite girl. She's the one who defied all the expectations of the world. Meow, 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 meow.
Glub, 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 glub.
Oink, 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 oink. Bah.
That was a celebrity theme song. Wrote a song about celebrities. That was a celebrity theme song. Wrote a song about celebrities. Celebrities. Hey!
Wow, Eliza, that was fantastic.
Yay, me.
Incredible.
Well done.
Eliza.
You guys too. You guys did better.
Well, no, honestly, I'd say that the lyrics you brought in your self-reference bad rap are pretty good. Pretty good. As good as anything I wrote over the course of the 25 minutes.
Well, that's my thing. I
That's
am
your
pretty
thing.
rusty on it, but
You were
You
amazing.
held it together.
Improv hasn't really been around for a couple of years.
exactly.
Yeah.
This podcast, we tape them super far in advance. But do you have anything you want to plug?
What year is it?
It's this year, but it's probably
this year, but
July.
couple
Hey,
months from
you
now.
know what? I got an album.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's called Regarding My Lovers. Buy that, listen to it, whatever. Also, I did mention Earth to Ned, and
Yes.
Go watch Earth
go
to
I gotta
Ned.
watch that. That sounds hilarious.
yeah, it was a lot of fun to make it.
It's on Disney Plus, I imagine. I can
Yeah,
watch it there.
it's on Disney Plus, and it was produced with Disney Plus and the Jim Henson Company.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
That's maybe why I first heard about it, because we chatted with those Henson
Yeah, with
people once.
Delaney.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you're not already subscribed to it and somehow listening. And follow us at Lewberger everywhere where you can find
And where
stuff.
else can they find you? What are your social
Oh,
handles?
yeah, sorry.
On Twitter, I'm at Eliza Skinner, and on Instagram, I'm at eSkins. It's a lot of photos of me and my dog.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Cute.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Celebrity.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Thanks